Take control. Sometimes life is just about taking action. How many times in life have you lost the opportunity to act, to make the decision, to follow through on something that you wanted to do? Happens to all of us, happens to us. It's very natural. It's a very natural process. But the one thing we must learn to master over time is the ability to make a decision in the now, in the present, while it's happening, while you're feeling it, while you're knowing it. All of these things, they're subject to what you feel. If you feel like you can't execute on the decision, then that is exactly what will happen. You won't be able to execute. You won't be able to make the decision, make the choice in the present moment to actually do what is needed to be done. Life is all about the choices we make. Imagine that you lived your life without making any choices that actually changed the situation that you were born into. Most people aren't happy with the situation or the life that they have because they feel like they don't have any choices to make to change it. The choices that are allowed to be made are allowed to be made by you, and you decide what those choices are. If you don't want to make a choice because it's not something that you want to do, then you don't have to make that choice. Choices are made all of the time. Every time you choose to get out of bed, that is a choice. Every time you choose to go to work, that is also a choice. We may not feel it's a choice because we feel like it's something that we just have to do. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's the things you feel that you have to do that don't feel like choices because you feel that you have to do them. That is exactly what it is that you need to do to make all of the choices that you want to make. It has to feel like it's not something you only feel. It has to feel like it's not a choice. You have to make those choices with the knowledge, with the feeling that it's something you simply just have to do. If you want to make a choice to do something at any moment in time, whether it be in the present or in the future, we cannot change the past. So, if we want to change something in the present or in the future, we must acknowledge first that we have the ability, that we have the choice to act in any way that we wish at any time for the right reason and only with the right reason. It's reasons we make the choices we make. If you want to pick a donut, there may be 12 different options that you have in front of you. The donut that you pick in the end is because of how each donut made you feel. And maybe that one donut that you picked led you to choose that donut because of how it looked, because of how it made you feel. So our feelings are dictating our choices all of the time. So you, in order to make the right choice, have to change the way you feel about the choices you have in front of you. Without choices, who are we? We are the choices we make. We are exactly what it is that we do. So without doing anything, this is exactly what it is that we become. How can we choose to live a good life if we choose bad decisions that create the life that we live? If we know that we're choosing bad choices, then we know actively we're not making the good ones that we know that we need to make to create the life that we want for ourselves to live. If you live a life making bad choices, this is the life that you will live. You are exactly what it is that you do. Without making good choices, this is exactly the kind of life that we will have. If you make bad choices, then you will live a bad life. If you make good choices, then you enable yourself to live a good one. Now, the reason we say enable is because not every single good choice we have will lead to a good result. Nothing in life is ever guaranteed. And this is one of the key things that we have to understand about life itself. Without good choices, we're only choosing to make bad ones. If we make bad choices every single day, then the day itself naturally will feel normal to choose naturally the bad choice. Or no, naturally, if we choose to make bad choices every single day, then it will become natural to just choose the bad ones every day that we live. Now, imagine you made a bad choice every single day of your life instead of picking to choose the right choice, the good choice, the choice that you know is going to make the positive change that you wish to see in your life. If you continuously choose to make the bad choice, imagine exactly what it is your week is going to look like. Now, imagine every single day of every single week, you make a bad choice. What is your life going to look like for that month? Now, add that up. If you make a bad choice every day, for every week, for every month in 1 year, are you going to have a good or a bad year? This should be self-explanatory. We're constantly self-sabotaging because we fill up our time making the choices we know we don't really want to be making. If you really wanted to make a good choice, then you simply make it. The only thing is sometimes in life you don't feel that you really want it. And that is the key. The major key to success in life is you have to feel that you need to make the good choice and that no other choice is the option, only other than the good one. See, we have the choice to make good choices all of the time. But if we only choose to make the bad choices, then that is exactly what our life is going to look like. That man there has made the choice to survive. That gentleman there on his scooter has made an active decision at 1 a.m. to deliver food. So in hope he can survive. This is the kind of the choices we need to be making. Although it doesn't feel like that all of the time, you don't have to struggle. It doesn't have to feel like a struggle. If you know that at the end of the work that you're doing is promised, or nothing in life is promised, or is at least leading to a high probability of success in attaining the result that you wish to create for yourself, then you know that the work is not going to feel as much as it should, or the work won't feel like it's work. The work will feel like progress. Work shouldn't feel like work. Work should feel like progress. Work should feel like you're moving forward, so that every step that you take within the work that you do is moving you forward into the direction that you choose it to go in. If you do work and it feels like work, then work will always just be work. It will never be a feeling of progression, that you're moving forward in life, that you're doing something that you need to be doing to benefit yourself and benefit your future. Your future is more important than your present in some aspect. If you prioritize your present, you may indulge in something that allows you to feel comfortable and not do something that will benefit you in the future by feeling uncomfortable in the present. The future is extremely important. The future is exactly who we're going to be that we're not right now. The present is exactly who we are, but we determine who we are in the future by making certain and specific actions and making certain choices in the present moment. The present is very important. The present is important because we should be using the present time to make the decisions we know that we need to be making in the future. What choices you make in the present, you may also make in the future. So it's important to establish what kind of choices in the future you wish to make by making them now in the present while you can. We don't know what is going to happen in the future, and that's really the secret. The secret to life is we haven't got a bloody clue how any of all of this really works. The only thing we know is if we do work now, we'll get some kind of a result later. The result that you want for yourself, you increase the probability of the result that you wish to attain by doing the work you know that it is that you need to be doing to attain that result. Nothing in life is guaranteed. You may not get the best result at all, but you do increase your chances exponentially by doing the work you know that it is needed to be done in the present moment to guarantee that you see some kind of result in that direction in your future.